Alright, so once more we have MbL here in the blue playing as the Spanish, Eddie in the red playing as the Byzantines. Toggle the chat off, something I always seem to forget to do. And should be a fun matchup. I think this time, quick glance at the maps, it looks as though no bugs that I can see, right? Yep, everything looks
I
to be
think it's
fine.
looking okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just fine
so
to
I
me.
think we're going to play this one out unless I guess MbL has a re he can use, right? But saying that, MbL is a back gold, and I think he's going to really, really like that. His other resources, he has his wood lines here. I'm so used to looking at wood lines, but I guess this map, it's not really a huge deal. We have the other golds outside of his walls, but he does have that main gold, which is precious to him. And his stones, as Spanish, are in the back, and that's a huge deal, with another back
Yeah.
gold there, and another back
And a
stone.
back stone.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. That's nice and pretty. But the relics, unfortunately, he has one near his base. It looks like the scouts are actually fighting. This would be important, actually. Who's going to win? Well, looks like MbL has the advantage there. Eddie going back. But anyway, the relics, there's one there for MbL and three right next to the walls of Eddie. And Eddie has one within his base, so that's certainly an advantage to him. What do you think about Eddie's map?
All right, well, he's got the one relic in his base. Fantastic. He's got three relics right by his gates. Not even like
Yeah.
outside the walls. It's just right by his gates. So
Yep.
just slap two monasteries next to it. And, good game for that one. Main goal looking pretty all right as well. It's actually pretty easy to put a TC on that and
Yeah.
a bit nice and safe. Stone as well looking all right too. And he's got a little bit of space at the back as well to put out some eco if he needs to. The rest of the gold, one right next to the stone wall and the other one just out fireside from it. So overall, it's actually it would be an amazing map, but because of those relics, it actually is now a decent map to go
Yeah,
and
I
work with.
agree. Those
It's,
relics are huge. And I think Eddie has pretty much been well, I favor Eddie. We've only seen one game really, and there wasn't much aggression early on. But I favor Eddie in battling for relics early in the Castle Age. I just really do, and so I feel like having him even closer is really going to benefit him. It's good he kept his scout alive though. I feel like that was a wise decision to go back. Sometimes like players will risk and try and fight because they think they're going to win, but it's so hard to tell. And I feel like it's good to try and keep his scout alive because that'll help win the Monk Wars later, and even to see what MbL might be doing.
yeah, it'll be really interesting to see what he goes for. He's trying to bring that next boar in, but looks like he's going to walk back. Oh, that's unfortunate for NBL.
He'll be
He
fine.
only
No,
shot it once.
yeah, he has plenty of food in his current boar. If anything, it'll be better for him to get a little bit later.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's a really early ball, or
Well, the
I think
reason being
I
is
think
he's
he's
had
worried.
two deer underneath his TC, so he's collecting the deer as well. Um,
And that maybe also that he's quite worried that it might get stolen by Eddie's scout. But then again, I mean, like Eddie's scout's quite injured, so maybe not that. I think it's just right that because the deer pushing has probably delayed that a little bit.
Now
A lot of
Eddie's
food is gonna
trying.
rot away now.
What was that?
I think a lot of food that'll be rotting away if it doesn't take care of it.
Still, Eddie's struggling to even get his deer in at all. If you look at the one deer, it's trying to get back outside the gates. Eddie used to. That's so unfortunate. Look at that. Um, it's just trying to run, and now Eddie
Oh,
has to free it. But yeah, so you put the sheep underneath the gate so they can lure the deer in. He hasn't even got that one in. I don't think he's got one at all. He only has starting three, and they're way out in a poor position. So he's gonna have to compensate for that.
racing. That's a bit frustrating for sure. I think he might just give up. Just like, what's the point? Like, they're just even
Yep,
far away
screw it.
for him to try and push in. Like, sometimes you have just those games where like you're trying to push deer in, and like after like 2 seconds, I'll just walk back, and I just all F4 and just be done with it. No, I'm not kidding. But you know what I mean though. Sometimes the deer just are able to push him really easy
Yeah, they're
nowadays. They're
just
just
real.
not.
Yeah, sometimes they just don't agree with you. Um, I do think MvL's in a better position than he was in the first game, though. I mean, he has the deer in already, right? That's an advantage. He also, his eco's looking good. He didn't get howls and he didn't have to get loom like he did the first game, and that's a huge deal if you think about it. So, he's doing better at least. Obviously,
Yeah.
these are like really elementary things for these players, but MbL didn't do that the first one. So, um, we'll have to see how many vills these guys choose to go up on and how they can execute their uptimes.
Yeah, it's been a much better solid start for MbL in this Dark Age. And what's really probably helped him actually as well is the Spanish building bonus. And it's kind of crazy because it's 33%. And you think, oh, it's, it's purchased for buildings. But if you think about it, in economic buildings, they go up quicker, the farms go up quicker, so you start gathering a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
And also, it provides a little bit of a safety net, so he doesn't get houses easily, because even if he's on 29 pop, you can, out of 30, let's say, he puts a house down, then it should be fine, because that's still quicker than the actual villager creation time. So, it's definitely a lot easier to work with.
I think MbL is going to be inclined to go up a little bit later, just because he's probably going to be getting a castle, and he's going to going on stone, and there he goes. He's sending him over now. So he's going up then on 27 villagers a little bit later, and MbL's in a good position. He still has 2 sheep alive underneath his TC. He had the deer, and only 1 left for Edie. Of course, having the deer is why the sheep are there as well, but MbL going up with a extra vill is going to help his eco, and he's actually just now finding these back resources, or close to it. Okay, that's very good. He found it there. Just seeing the gold. Might even see the extra resources as well. Just catching the stone, which isn't going to be the easiest to collect, but at least it's there.
Hit the jackpot there. It's like, aha, I hit the jackpot.
Yeah, definitely.
So, that's good for him. But yeah, the good thing actually as well is like he's only 1 pop ahead, and even though it's a little bit later, it's pretty marginal stuff in terms of timing. So definitely that better Dark Age is going to help him out, I think, when going for this Conquistador move.
Now I'm watching the resources of Edie. He's getting the blacksmith in the back, market on the front. He has a lot of berries. He's a couple farms. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. And these guys always really time it to perfection. But interestingly enough, he's actually going over to stone himself as Byzantines. What are your thoughts on that?
I hope he doesn't make cataphracts. That's my hope. I really hope he doesn't make cataphracts. Okay, well, castle, if he places it inside the walls, it could be a nice defensive measure as well. I mean, help maybe cover the gold. He's worried about the gold in general. Puts it in that region, or even so. I think that's where you're going to put it, really. He's going to try and put it defensively.
So you think he's going defensive, okay. Do you think he's scared playing against a Spanish player because he knows he's at a bit of a disadvantage?
I've been a little bit surprised. I don't think he's scared as such. I think he just wants to cover all bases in terms of like what he can do to try and help himself out a little bit here.
Playing it safe, yeah.
Yeah, because monks are really great at taking on those conquistadors, especially in the early part as well. I mean, once the conquistadors got a good enough mass, it makes it a little bit more difficult. But I think he's gonna be fine. I think he's just making sure that no surprises. I think he's just worried that if MbL gets up is at a similar rate, drops a castle next to the gold, then
yeah, he's gonna need something defensive. Oh, MbL's actually chasing the scout of Edie inside the base there, and I don't know about that decision. That scout's not gonna get out now. If I were in his position now, I would scout as much as I can to see like how many vills he has on each specific resource, and if he finds the stone, we have it there. He will know that potentially castle will be going up, but he doesn't know if it'll be offensive. There you go. He's going to see that. That's very nice, actually.
That's really good to know. He now knows a lot of information about Edie's base. Work with now. Huge, actually. Now you will see the monastery as well. And there's nothing that Eddie's scout can do about it because, of course, he's on 6 HP, so he can't even stand up for a fight.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Agreed. MbL's not up too far behind either, just a couple seconds. And what's his choice going to be? I did notice he had a lot on gold and already had the stone coming in, so I think he might be going a little bit more aggressive. And I think Edie might be a little bit more inclined to just boom behind a castle and defend with monks, try and get these relics in first of all, of course. But
goes to the monastery first, actually. He hasn't got enough stone just yet to go for a castle. He wants to, he can just buy it with the gold he currently has, but I think he wants to hold back a little bit here. Wait for it. Sure, it'll be surprising if he actually goes to TC and goes for the castle, but I think he wants to get the castle as soon as possible.
the thing is if MbL does go aggressive here, and Edie does decide to get a castle where you were talking about, like covering the golds, and MbL's not able to do any damage, that could actually really work out for really work out for Eddie. He's putting the castle up now. So.
Oh, MbL's not going to go for a castle. Well, he is, but he's not going to boom. He's going to go for a fast Imperial.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at his resources now. That's an interesting decision. So I guess monks and trebs, most likely. I guess conquistadors, too, could come out. But
yeah,
trebs certainly.
It's exactly what he's going to do. What he's going to do is just get a couple of monks out, try and pick up the relics, but he can. He'll then drop the castle down, get a few conquistadors, and when he gets to Imperial, get that trebuchet out, and then start working down Eddie's. Which is actually, he did that actually last series, I think, against Winchester MbL. He was playing Spanish against Elts, was it? I think it was. I can't remember now the exact details, but his rush didn't actually pay off. I think he actually lost actually in that match. That was because the other guy went 3 TCs and a bit of a different game, but
in this case, look at what Eddie's doing. He's still on 1 TC and probably going for the same approach. He's clicked up. Yep. There you go. So. Like, you know, Byzantines have a pretty quick up. So they're doing the same thing. I don't know if these guys foresee the opponent doing the same thing here, but it's interesting. These guys probably doing the, you know, trebs, monks, and who do you favor in that matchup? I mean, both pretty decent, both those things, so.
Well, the good thing about Eddie is that Byzantine structures are stronger, and he's got 6,200 HP on his castle, so MbL will be going more on the offensive, so it'd be probably best, actually, I think, for Eddie to go on the defensive play at the beginning. He's already got so many relics probably inside his monasteries. Yeah, he's got 3 ready, with that 4th one coming in soon, I think, yeah.
My first thought was Eddie's going to be up against it because the Trebs can reach his monastery that has the relics in it. That being said, if he's doing the same approach, he'll actually be able to defend that, and those relics are a huge deal now. That was my thought before I noticed he was doing the same thing. You're correct. There's going to be a Treb war, and having the Byzantines extra HP is going to be a huge deal. I actually didn't think of that. Thank you for pointing that out. And 4 monasteries now for Eddie. We have some conquistadors, actually. Interesting. And 3 monasteries then for MbL. I would say purely monks, honestly. Conquistadors only have 6 range, and there's going to be a ton of range coming in, potentially 9+3 on Eddie's monks, and that's going to be double what these conquistadors can put out as far as range is concerned, and he doesn't want to lose those units.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Byzantine monks just block printing. I mean, MbL's got strong monks, huh? You also get the +3. I think Spanish
of course,
monks are actually very good as well. The problem. Look at Eddie's monks right now. Look at how many he has in comparison to MbL.
He has so many, and the conquistadors. Oh, he's lost one. Yeah, he might convert it actually here back, but it's interesting. Just keep them away. And Eddie getting 2 conversions on the monks then of MbL, and he only had 3 out there. I feel like that was
He's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I don't know why he went out. He was, especially with
went
the
for a second TC. Oh, that's not.
Oh,
I don't think that's the play.
Yeah, I disagree with that as well. If you go for this strategy, you have to go all in, and all the resources he's putting into these 2 TCs now is kind of hindering him from putting resources into the attack. So he, if anything, has to hold this now and let his eco pay off, because that's what he's kind of picked. he's chosen to go that route.
Why is there no trebuchet coming out of MbL's castle? Has to be one, doesn't it? No.
Yeah, you have to go.
This is a huge oversight here from MbL. Like, you should not go for that second TC. You should get a trebuchet as soon as possible.
Yeah. Pretty much all the monks that are converted right now are going to die or be deleted, but still, it's basically like a kill. And this castle, well, MbL actually doesn't have much on stone to even repair this. He only has 2 villagers on stone. He's putting up a 3rd TC as well. What's he gonna do to stop this? Like, what was his plan, honestly? I feel like he was doing quite well, and now he's made this decision. Yeah,
this is just a really bad strategy call, I think. I mean, just I'll be honest. I'm a little bit disappointed, and the reason being is that the strategy I don't think was probably the correct one as such. It wasn't a bad idea. It's just I think he's poorly executed it so far. He's now lost the castle, which is super huge.
He'll lose his monasteries as well, and he can't make monks if he loses them. He's going to lose one shortly, and it's pretty much, I mean, there's no play here from MbL other than monks. I don't know why he went to the extra TCs. He's gonna, I guess, he could go light cav, I guess, right? But he doesn't even have a barracks, so he doesn't have the resources to even build a barracks in a stable. I don't see him really being able to do anything at this point. And
no, I don't at all. No,
he's going for an extra TC, I guess, and gonna try and just get his villager count up. But all the while, he hasn't really been doing that well with his new TCs anyway. Edie, has he gone to an extra? Yeah, he's gone to 2 TCs. Okay. And Edie did it later though, so he could justify it.
Yeah.
And
he can justify it because he's got the complete map control now.
Exactly.
So now it's for him. It's like, well, let's just play it safe, build on the lead, we'll slowly siege it out, get the eco going at the same time whilst putting pressure.
there's actually
now
no.
4 TCs coming out from MbL. It's his knee-jerk reaction to a problem. It's like, when in doubt, macro it out. That's the quote.
There's actually no defensive play here from MbL at all. There's a castle going up, but that's going to go down. In fact, Eddie's going to see it with his treb right now, and there's nothing MbL can do. Right when it goes up, it's going to go down.
I don't understand.
No,
I'll probably speak to him later on, like, game 2.
yeah.
What went wrong?
I mean,
like,
no doubt about it, MbL, I don't think Edie won this game. If it does turn out, I mean, we might see something miraculous.
Oh god, no! He's doing.
He's getting supremacy. Oh my gosh!
God, that's amazing.
Repair it. Repair the castle. Does he think he has the time? What if he loses the castle before supremacy is in?
God, he has to repair that castle.
Repair the castle.
Holy.
He's gonna get it. It's gonna be close. He could take 3 more hits. He needs to get it. Now attack. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Alright, so this is gonna be really, really insane.
He did this the other day and it was hilarious and it worked. But I think it's different circumstances. This game, you have hand cannons.
Yeah, he needs to. He needs to. Well, he's getting conversions as well. It's hard to call. He needs to task the villagers. They don't attack automatically.
He hasn't brought all the villagers.
He should just send them all. Send them all.
So what he's done now is handed Edie a bunch of Spanish villagers that can fight back and see.
Yeah, Edie has dealt with this.
No, they're just gonna repair the trebuchet instead. Like, oh,
MbL should have sent everything, I think, and maybe then it would have worked. But now look how many villagers are there for Edie. He's gotten so many conversions.
Oh my goodness.
It's really hard when you attack with vills because you have to. Once they attack one unit, they stop. So, yeah, it's over now. It's over.
Yeah, I think he's. I mean, it may have worked through every villager in, but. That just does more damage to Rico than anything else, so...
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh my god, and... Okay, do you know what I was talking earlier about cataphracts being a really stupid idea? Like, what is on the field?
Yeah. Yeah, the cataphracts there just to clean up these villagers. I did see that.
Oh, it's amazing. It's a cataphract.
MbL is just trying to kill these traps. I'm not really sure why. They're being repaired by all his former villagers, which have joined the other side. And
but you know that song, everybody knows everybody wants Kung Fu Fighting song. That's it.
Yeah.
It's in my head right now.
He has villagers everywhere, like outside his walls, just chilling next to the monks of Edie. It's so funny to see Edie having so many vills surrounding this trap.
It's amazing. He's actually, look at the bill count now for Eddie, just thanks to that quick move he's got from the village.
Edie has 87 bills, but I'm probably gonna guess he only made like 50. He's converted so many of them.
Oh my. Let me just quickly look at the achievements. I want to see how many he's converted so far.
Might be a bug or something. Some of these villagers are saying they have
43. He's converted
43
units. Let's say about 40 of them about villagers.
Well, MbL's coming out now. MbL, I think, is just having a laugh, but.
Oh god.
More conversions. He's gonna repair the trap. Oh man.
Look at how food that MbL has. It can still pump villagers. That's the scary thing here.
He's getting
and
hand
just
cart.
feed.
He's getting hands cart. Yeah. He's
No,
not
getting
even. He's actually not doing all that much. He's just giving Eddie more villagers. That's all he's doing.
Well, thanks to the hand cart, his village is now a little bit quicker.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god. I'm trying to justify hand cart.
I would like to see
for a
Eddie
supremacy villager.
attack with these villagers because Eddie has some strong villagers here. If you look at the stats on these vills, there's 80 out of 40 HP.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're strong. I mean,
Yeah.
they hit hard too.
It says
9
80 out of
damage.
40 because it's Byzantines, you know.
Is he
He's
pushing
converted
this
it.
back?
No, there's no way he's pushing it back.
There's no freaking way. I mean,
Nah,
I just want
it's-
to see Eddie get hand cannons out and end it.
Yeah. Well, he's got crossbow actually. Upgrade came in.
Why is he getting? You should just go hand cannons. That'd be a much more effective unit.
Yeah. Well, he's got 3 ranges that can go up there.
Oh, that's close there.
The cataphracts actually are not doing all that great.
No, it does absolutely nothing to the
Yeah.
villagers. That's the best thing about it. It's just this cataphract doing like 1 damage to a villager.
It's just
I
so
swear.
funny to see all these vills here. Oh my gosh.
God.
Chemistry is coming in now, though.
Yeah, it's hand cannons strong.
At this point, MbL probably should call it, but I guess he has, what, the resources to continue to create villagers, and we know what his play is. What should he... Do you think he should send something with the villagers? Do you think he should send some type of, like...
what?
I don't know, like
Like
siege or
what?
something. I don't know, like...
Yeah, I guess he could try like a mangonel just to like
Yeah,
splash damage.
He
but
doesn't have the eco for any of it, really. It's just like
No.
vills. Where's the GG?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was...
He
Oh,
built
it
a
would have been...
town center
At
on-
least he didn't lose the castle that was researching it. Like, he realized it as he was going up for the attack, he was
Oh,
going to lose the
man.
castle.
Oh man,
That was new.
so
That was
many.
new.
That was a really weird game, and like you know, there's cataphracts on the field for like no reason.
Yeah. So look at the achievements here. We have Villager High for Eddie 120.
Yeah, well, but he boosted by how
Yeah.
many conversions? 52. God, that's
52
disgusting.
conversions, yeah. And most of them were villagers, honestly. It's pretty crazy. They will be starting the next game, so I'm going to tab out of that. And